Okay, today we're going to talk about Uranus. This is a little GIF. Oh no, I hope we're not going to Uranus. Ha ha ha.
This is Dawson and Anna presenting. Some basic data about Uranus is that it's the seventh planet from the Sun, with the third largest diameter in our solar system. The radius of Uranus is 25,362 kilometers. Uranus is 2.871 billion kilometers away from the Sun, which is the second farthest away.
On Uranus, you would feel 89% of the gravity versus here on Earth. To put that in perspective, an object falling on Uranus would accelerate due to gravity at a factor of 8.69. Oh no. The atmosphere is a minimum of negative 224.2 Celsius. Brrr! With some areas getting down even below that.
It is a cold, windy planet with an atmosphere made up of hydrogen and helium, followed by small traces of methane and water. This is the first planet found with a telescope and discovered in 1781 by astronomer William Herschel, although he originally thought it was either a comet or a star.
Anna, did you know methane is what makes Uranus blue? Uranus actually has a really unique spin. It spins retrograde. What retrograde means is it spins clockwise instead of counterclockwise, like a clock. Also, the planet is tilted at 97 degrees towards the sun, so it lays on the side with the pole pointed towards the sun. So, one side of the planet will get 42 years of sunlight, while the other is complete darkness. And a fun fact, did you know the equator is hotter than the pole?
No way.
Wow.
Uranus's moons.
Here's a list of them. There's 27 of them.
Some of the moons are named after some characters of Shakespeare's sonnets and the works of Alexander Pope. The moons Juliet, Puck, Cordelia, Ophelia, Bianca, Desdemona, Portia, Rosalind, Cressida, and Belinda are the ones that were discovered by the Voyager 2 spacecraft that visited the Uranian system in 1986 and tripled the number of known moons. Voyager 2 found an additional 10 after them. The largest moons discovered by William Herschel in 1787 are Titania and Oberon. And the moon Gerard Kuiper found Miranda in 1948. William Lassell discovered Ariel and Umbriel, and the Hubble Space Telescope raised the total to 27 known moons.
That's so many.
I know, right?
The makeup of Uranus's moons. All of Uranus's inner moons seem to be roughly half ice and half rock. Some moons are as little as 12 kilometers and very dark colored. Miranda has giant fault canyons that are 12 times as deep as the Grand Canyon. There are terraced layers and surfaces that look very old, and others look way younger.
Umbriel is the oldest and the darkest of the 5 large moons. It has many old, large craters and sports a mysterious bright ring on one side. Umbriel is ancient, and the dark... Oberon is old, heavily cratered, and shows little signs of internal activity. Unidentified dark material appears on the floors of many of its craters, It is the outermost moon.
Ariel has the brightest and possibly the youngest surface among all of the moons of Uranus. It has very few craters and small ones, intersecting valleys that have pitted crater scars on the surface.
Cordelia and Ophelia are shepherd moons that keep Uranus' thin outermost epsilon ring well defined. Between them and Miranda is a swarm of 8 small satellites, unlike any other system of planetary moons. This region is so crowded that astronomers don't yet understand how the little moons have managed to avoid crashing into each other.
Wow, that's a lot of information.
I know, right?
Here's the pictures of the moons, kind of put together for a size comparison to Uranus. Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's 27.
You can see some are smaller dots than others.
And then you've got the inner moons up here, and the outer moons here. That's a lot of moons. Oh, we got some human research on the planet. Only one spacecraft has ever flown with the intention to go to Uranus.
The Voyager 2 spacecraft swept past Uranus in 1986. It flew by a distance of 81,500 kilometers. This was the first close-up images of the planet, its moons and rings. Uranus was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, and some Voyager spacecrafts.
Here's some more human research. Uranus's wind speeds can reach 560 miles per hour. That's faster than a car. But interestingly...
That's faster than a plane!
They blow the opposite the
way the planet spins. Uranus has 2 sets of rings, light and dark by color, which add up to a total of 9 rings. There's a few outer rings, and those are the ones you can see, but there's way more dark rings, which are closer to the planet.
Myths about Uranus. So, Uranus is a cool planet, and these are the myths about it. Uranus was the son and husband of Gaia and the first god of the sky. His father is sometimes said to have been Aether or air. He was the father of the Titans, the Cyclops, the Hecatokyres, and the Aranes, and the giants, the Malaya and Aphrodite. He was horrified by his eldest children and locked them up inside the earth. But this caused Gaia a lot of pain, and she convinced her Titan sons to fight their father. Cronus, or also known as Saturn, one of the Titans, castrated Uranus with a sickle, and his blood caused the birth of the Aranes and the giants. We don't have art that shows Uranus, but this image of a Roman mosaic from a village in Italy does show his wife Gaia with the Anatolian god Aeon, who is identified with both Kronos and Uranus and her children. If Uranus was 1 billion times smaller, it would be roughly the size of a tennis ball, or 5.1 centimeters.
That's really small. From Mr. Miller's classroom, the radius of the orbit from the sun would stretch to about 2,781 meters away, which lands in the Japanese embassy on the Nile.
No way.
Dun, 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 dun. Here's a picture for a size comparison. Earth is on the left. Uranus is on the right. Uranus is bigger.
Uranus' distance from the Sun and the orbital eccentricity is seen where Dawson just explained above. On the left, you can see the symbol of Uranus, and you can see the planet profile. Here you see the mass of Uranus, the equatorial diameter of Uranus.
And some more fun facts, okay? Yay! Fun facts about Uranus. Uranus makes a full rotation in 17 hours, but the opposite direction of the Earth. It's retrograde.
It takes about 84 Earth years to complete a full orbit around the Sun.
Not to scale. Here's our works cited.
Goodbye.
Bye.